We back. Look, let me tell y'all something. They didn't think that we could do it. Oh, they didn't think that we could do it. They didn't think that we could do it. Hey, yo, check this out. We back in the do-rag. I ain't cut my hair none, but you know, y'all already know when I got that do-rag, I don't know, something just takes over me, like straight truth, straight righteousness, straight positivity. Like, I don't know, but look, they didn't think we could do it until we did it. They didn't think that we can do it until we did it. One more time. They didn't think that we could do it until we did it. Robert, what is you talking about? Man, look, if you dealing with a narcissist, they furious. They enraged right now. Because guess what? Let me tell you something. They didn't think that we could do it, but we did it. See, look, they didn't think that, they under the impression that we was never gonna leave them. They under the impression that we was gonna never take our power back and control the frequency. They didn't think we could do it because guess what? Remember something, we was being emotionally and mentally manipulated into serving some individuals that guess what? That didn't even have our best interests at heart. So like, let me tell you something. They mad, narcissists mad because, and they enraged because trust me, they didn't think you was gonna actually, look, if you, whether it's narcissistic parents, whether it's narcissistic, whether you was dealing with a narcissistic man, if you're a woman, whether you was dealing with a narcissistic woman, if you was a man, whether you dealing with toxic coworkers, let me tell you something. They wanted your presence, but see, once you took your presence back and once you remove yourself from that situation, they like this. They do what you call a great stare. Wait a minute. So you actually gonna leave me? You actually gonna leave me? And when I say you gonna leave me, of course they gonna try to love bomb you to manipulate you back in your life. But see, we used to that. Remember something, you gonna leave at the point once let me tell you something, if you dealing with a narcissist, everybody's time is different. Everybody's time is different. God gonna allow you to stay with these individuals until it's time, until you build enough strength to leave, bro. Yeah. You gonna leave with a clean slate too. And let me tell you something, you got to set that escape plan, period, point blank. You got to have, when you're dealing with a narcissist, you got to have an escape plan. Yeah, you just can't, because look, you giving everything back to the devil. But see, that's what you're supposed to do. So God can give everything that he got in store for you 20-fold. And I said this in the comment, he ain't gonna give you nothing back 10-fold, he gonna give you back 20-fold with a bonus, with interest. God, like Sam, I'll set it off when Queen Latifah was getting them guns and she was like, let me talk to Black Sam. We want we want them guns that we was shooting. And then that's when God be like, nope, y'all can't afford them guns. I'm like, come on, God, I'll bring them back with interest. What's up with hooking me up with your homegirl? With your homegirl Frankie. Look, with interest, Sam. Then once we robbed the bank and we came back to Sam, guess what? We gave him the money back with interest, and I walked out with an Uzi. Period, point blank. We had heat for the second. This was the first heist. The first heist was the beginner heist. So yeah, we ain't go up in there with no mask or nothing. We came in with the wigs on, with the shades on, with like little Glocks, like little 22s up in there at first. That was the beginner. Then once we hit the bank and we accomplished that bank, we was able to go back to Sam, and guess what? We was able to get that Uzi. We was able to get that tech. But see, you had to rob that bank first in order to get that money. How you gonna get the money if you ain't robbed the bank? And see, we not satisfied with just some small money. We trying to leave Los Angeles. So guess what we gonna have to do? We gonna have to take downtown Federal. We gonna have to take downtown Federal. Hold on, y'all already know, man. This we in a busy city, so like, you got to be on your P's and Q's. So like, yeah. But anyway, let me tell y'all something. They didn't think that you was gonna leave them, period, point blank. Because look, we was look, not only was you manipulated into devaluing yourself, you was manipulated into serving somebody and loving yourself more than you should. Because that's what emotional manipulation. That's what, bro. This is gaslighting and projection and love bombing. Let me tell you something. That right there, that's a serious psychological and mental and emotional effect. That's serious right there. That's serious. Like, it's gonna take you years to heal from emotion, mental, and physical abuse. It's gonna take you some years. It's gonna take you some, and even me, I said I still have my days where I wake up and I be reminiscing about the past. I motivate myself and I pick myself back up because, Robert, don't allow these negative thoughts to change your perception on life. Don't allow your past and the people that hurt you in your past to hinder your growth in the future. Remember something, it ain't about them, it's about you. Let them be mad because you gone. Guess what? You need to be glad that you gone because you no longer needed to be there. They could no longer serve you anymore. Yep. So like, it's not about this not even about narcissists. This about self and God first. Like me personally, I can't do it without God. That's why even when I ain't had the strength, I gotta pray because guess what? I need that strength. I got to have that strength. Yeah. Because we human. We human. Especially when you've been through psychological, mental, and emotional abuse, you're gonna still have days to where you're gonna have to pick yourself up. Because guess what? Certain, based off what you went through, it'll affect you for the rest of your life. Yeah. Like me having narcissistic parents, that'll affect me for the rest of my life. Not in a good, bad way, but a positive way. Because I know not to think negative. And I don't operate based off negativity. I turn that negativity into positivity. Yep. And plus, once I left my narcissistic situation, I was able to find myself. You won't be able to find yourself when you dealing with abusive people. You're not gonna be able to find yourself or get to know yourself and start loving yourself because guess what? Narcissists want you at all costs to never love yourself, to never figure out who you are, what your purpose is, because guess what? We're entitled. Your purpose is to serve me. Your purpose is to serve me. They don't, let me tell you something. Your purpose is to serve me. I don't have your best interest. I just need you up under me so that I can control you. Yeah, I let you up. Look, we set it up to where we know for a fact that you're not gonna leave because guess what? We got you. We set you up financially. You probably got business with them. If you got parents, you staying with your parents. This your house. This your only source of residence right now until you find a job and get older and get out of your own. But see, money and materialism is being used against you to keep you there. That's a form of control. Once you leave, you're gonna realize I never needed nothing from these individuals. They was just using these things in order to keep me there. And see, I'm pure-hearted. I'm pure-hearted. I don't know how to hate. I'm hurting. But see, I'm hurting, but there's no hatred in my heart. That's draining. Because guess what? You got to start developing them boundaries. Your walls gonna get up. When it's time for you to leave, you gonna leave. But guess what? God gonna have to keep allowing them narcissists to hurt you until you find the strength to leave, period, point blank. He gonna keep allowing them to hurt you until you find the strength to leave. But see, when he keep allowing narcissists to hurt you, he's not allowing them to hurt you for them to break you. He's strengthening you so that you can walk up out that door. Yeah. Amen. Yes, sir. Come on, man. Come on, man. We're back to back with it. We back to back with it this week, man. We back to back. We back to back. Look at this. Look at the highway, y'all. We on top of the world right now. Look, we on top of the world. All of my humans, come to me. The king is here. The king is in the building. I'll stand right here. Man, I'll stand right here and make this video, man. I'll stand right here and make this video, man. Y'all be like, I be getting on here. I play too much. Hey, I be playing too much, y'all. My bad. I'm just excited. That's all. I'm excited to heal my brothers and sisters. I'm excited to be the light in the darkness. I'm excited that God is using me to touch the souls in the hearts of my dear brothers and sisters to bring them back home. I'm excited. Working for God is the best job there is because the rewards is endless. Woo! Yeah. But boom. I thought dude was talking to me. I was gonna say, hey yo, what's happening, my man? You know what I'm saying? Check this out. But yeah, let me tell you something. God gonna continue to let them hurt you until you find enough strength because he got to build you in that process. See, you in our mind, we think when you suffering from mental and emotional and psychological abuse from a narcissist, let me tell you something, you out of your mind, you out your body. You compromising. You doing things that's pleasing others, but it's not pleasing to yourself because you don't have control over your thoughts. You don't have control over your feelings. They do. You too busy trying to make them happy. You too busy trying to fulfill their needs, and you forgetting about your happiness. You giving all your love, all your happiness, all your time, all your attention because they demand that and they require that because they possess entitlement to them, to the narcissist. But guess what? You forgot about yourself. What about you? Why aren't you get all the love you giving him, all the love you giving these individuals, and all the energy, the time? Guess what? You forgetting about you. And that's what God gonna show you. But guess what? Once you get removed, that's when you gonna start loving yourself. That's when you gonna start putting the energy and time into yourself. That's when you gonna hit that isolation period because you got time to self-reflect. And let me tell y'all something. Once you realize what a narcissistic person did to you and put you through that's gonna hurt you. Even once you separate yourself from them. But see, you wanna know what? You want to know what hurts? I said, you want to know what's going to hurt the most is we got to hold ourselves accountable because guess what? We allowed these individuals to do that to us. But see, no more. I forgive myself for what I allowed to slide in the past. I forgive myself for ignoring the red flags. I forgive myself for giving myself to an individual that didn't serve me at all and that never had my best interest. Even when it comes to jobs, let me tell you something. You know how many jobs I left and walked out because guess what? The devil up in there. But see, let me tell you something. If it's not a positive environment, if God don't want me there, and if I'm not welcome there, I'm not going to be there because I'm not going to play the devil's game. God going to give me, guess what? As soon as I leave, guess what? I'm going to pray. Robert, I got something better in store for you. Say no more. Yeah, you don't need to be there anymore. You don't need, look, you done already been through that. So guess what? Don't make the same mistake of going through a toxic workplace or a toxic work environment again. These people in the workplace don't care about you. They don't nothing about you. They here to break you. If whatever job not serving you, you gotta let it go. I promise you I'm gonna place in tenfold. See, let me tell you something. A lot of people scared to take a risk. They scared, especially if you've been through narcissistic abuse, you're gonna be scared to take risks. You're gonna be scared to get out. You're gonna be scared to embrace the unknown. But see, it isn't when you embrace the unknown, and when you stop moving based on fear, due to you being traumatized in the past, due to you living your life according to validation and opinion, and also due to the fear of abandonment, once you let all this go, you ain't gonna let all this go until you leave a narcissist, period, point blank, until you get from around them. While you around them, you stuck. You because you remember something, you around that energy. And you was look, you are love, but they don't possess no love. They taking from you. We getting robbed. Of our energy, of our time, of our resources. But guess what? Let me tell you something. Y'all think they mad at y'all because y'all called them out. Doing something? Y'all think y'all mad because y'all called them out. Y'all think they mad because they know the truth about them. Y'all know the truth. They mad because you can see them for who they really are, and they know the truth. But see, let me tell you something. They don't care about us knowing the truth. Remember something. They don't care about you knowing the truth about who they really are. Once they reveal their mask, that's when attacks happen. But see, let me tell you something. This what things get tricky. This what things get tricky. Because you remember something, they ain't got no heart, they don't have no soul. These evil beings, they evil. Yeah, they evil, man. Yeah, they evil. Let me tell you something. If you ever dealt with a narcissist in your past, you know how the devil look. You seen his face. You seen his face. You seen his face. And once you see the devil face, it's no way that he can let you slide. Period, point blank. Until you take your power back and defeat him. Y'all seen your face, but at the end of the day, let me tell you something. I know for a fact that look, the war is already won, sir. The war is already won. And then you tell the devil that the war is already won. I don't know why you staring. I don't know why you creeping around. You scared to come up over here because guess what? You already know we gonna take you down. Period, point blank. People be telling me I be battling. I'm still dealing with demons. I say I done killed the devil. I done destroyed him. And I'm slaying his demons to this day. Period, point blank. I done whooped the devil. Period, blank. I done grabbed him. I done grabbed Satan by the neck and choked his ass to death. Period, point blank. I fear God, boy. And when you fear God, let me tell you something. You already defeated the devil. Satan can only manipulate you and deceive you into fearing him because that gives him power. He feeds out fear. But he's the master of deception. That's why. We wrestle not against flesh and blood. And I'm going to keep on saying it. We wrestle not against flesh and blood, though. Yeah, we wrestle not against flesh and blood. It's all right. It's all right. I mean, the war is already won. Because guess what? Even God allowing Satan to move how he moved to test the hearts of many. Satan ain't doing nothing but doing his job. He ain't doing nothing but doing his job. Even the devil know God. Guess what? He more powerful, and he can get me anytime he want to. But see, he allowing me to roam this earth for a reason. What's that reason? Because everybody that's my job, everybody that's not for him, they already gonna walk with me. Because guess what? I'm able to get them by what's up. I'm able to get them. We being judged based off what's in our hearts. Satan just get mad when he just come across God's children and he already know we off limits. He know he can't take us down. He gonna try. And he gonna manipulate us at first into fearing him. But once God, but see, that was what the abusive situation's for. That was training. That's God's training. That's what the obstacles for. Because guess what, God, I'm preparing you, son, to defeat him. And you have defeated him. So guess what? You free to go. You free to go. Endless happiness, endless peace. All the demons scared. They are scared of his ride. Because guess what? It's like, look, it ain't, let me tell you something. We really like that and we really living like that. So at the end of the day, hey, what you want to do? People plan now, what you want to do? You want to go to jail? You want to do life in penitentiary? Come on, let's go ahead and go right now. Now, we can go right now. Man, we finna do this right now, man. Because we really living like that. So it ain't nothing these fakes and these cowards can get past us and they can't affect us because guess what? We too real, we too authentic. And we living like that. We didn't have no choice. But that's not an excuse. And that don't mean we go out looking for trouble. If trouble ever come knocking at our door, guess what? We ready. at all times because guess what? I was trained. But look, check this out. I be popping it. Ooh, hey y'all, I be popping it, huh? I'm on fire this week, huh? I'm on fire this week. I'm on fire, just like 2K. You know, if you ever played 2K, you know once you hit that hot streak, it's a wrap. And I'm on I got all my Hall of Fame badges too. So like, yeah, I'm Michael Jordan. I got all my Hall of Fame badges. I got like 2 gold badges. But like, yeah, I'm on Hall of Fame because guess what? I've been in the game. I've been in the game and I've been winning these games and these championships. I done took some losses, so I learned from my losses. So I was at bronze at first, and see because you gotta climb the ladder. You got to start from overall, 60 overall, and work your way up. And we don't cheat and buy BC up over here. But see, you got to buy BC now, because if you don't buy BC now, as far as 2K, you can get your tail beat. You can get your tail beat, yeah. And plus 2K is greedy, so like they didn't already manipulated us into spending more money on microtransactions and stuff. It's like GTA. That's why I missed the old PlayStation 2 and PS3 era and the Xbox era, because it was about gaming. It was when gaming developers and creators actually cared about the community, and we had a voice. They was going based off what we wanted. Now we don't care what they want. We just gonna put it out and we're gonna put it out and make money off of them. They gonna buy it anyway, and if they don't buy it, the children gonna buy it, because the children not old enough to understand that we manipulate them into paying more money. We done bought this $70 game, and now we gotta spend $100 on just making a character. Heads, no, I ain't playing 2K. I still game, but I don't play 2K. Yeah, my 2K is done. 2K16 will forever be the greatest 2K16 of all time. And on Xbox 360 and PS3, 2K11, period, point blank, on soul, 2K11. Yeah, you talking to a man. I'm still playing my PlayStation 2. I still got my PlayStation 2, my PS3, because I be playing Madden 08 on PS2. Ooh, you don't know Madden 08? Hey, woo. That Madden 07, bro. And that GTA Vice City, I don't like GTA Vice City Remastered. That's not GTA Vice City. I like the PS2 version because it captured Miami perfect. I'm sorry, females, and I know y'all probably like, what is he talking about? I'm sorry. But I don't know, I'm speaking from the heart, so we just come. I'm sorry about that. Now, if you don't play video games, this something for me. And me and my brothers know what I'm talking about. They know what I'm talking about. They know what I'm talking about. Yeah. But look, let me tell y'all something. Like I was saying, let's go back. Let me tell you something. The narcissists, they not mad. Well, it's about control. They don't care about you knowing who they are. They don't. Even if you find out who they are, guess what? Then let me tell you something. That's when the ultimate control factor gonna happen. That's when the ultimate attacks gonna happen and try to break you. But see, once you realize that you're trying to break me, but see, you don't want me to go nowhere. I'm busting my ass at this job, and I'm the best worker up in here. But see, and guess what? Look, they know when you finna leave them too, period, point blank, because they fear that, period, point blank. Yeah, they fear that. Because guess what? You leaving, you just defeated them. But see, they never thought you was gonna leave them. They never thought that's what's gonna get them the most, because guess what? That's why they mad, that's why they furious, that's why they enraged, because we never thought. We for sure tried to set it up to where they'll never leave us. I never thought that you would leave me. I never thought that you would walk out on me. That was the last thing on my mind. I swore I manipulated you. I know I got you where I want you. I got you where I want you financially. I got you where I want you mentally. So to where I know I set you up for failure. I set it up to where you can't leave me, because I'm your only source of income. I'm your only source of resource. I'm the only job that's gonna hire you. I'm the only girl that's gonna hold you down. I'm the only this. You're not only nothing. You're just telling. Let me tell you something. That's money and materialism and superficial things that's being used against me in order to manipulate me and keep me there. That's the devil's game. You can't offer Christ no money. You can't offer him no materialism. You can't offer me no lust. We don't operate based off this. So if I don't have those qualities, guess what? I'm gone. But see, I'm tired of the abuse. I'm tired of this cycle. So I'm finna leave anyway. I know it because guess what? God gonna keep allowing you to hurt me until I get the strength enough to realize that I shouldn't be here. You're gonna have an awakening one day. And when it's your time, I don't care if you 30, 20, 40, 50, when it's your time, it's gonna be your time. But yeah, anything lost can be found again except for time wasted. So make sure ain't nobody wasting their time loving the wrong people. Yeah, that's taking away years. Then you got to think about what life could have been had not you wasted years of your life dealing with these people. How you doing, dog? Yeah, but look, once you walk up out that door, once you walk up out that door, you defeated them. Once you leave that job, you defeated them. Once you leave that relationship, you defeated them. Once your parents, you defeated them. They never thought you can do it. See, they set it up to where you can be codependent. But see, in their mind, you're already codependent. But see, what they don't realize is that guess what? Let me tell y'all something. We was already isolated, and when you come from abuse, you already isolated because guess what? Nobody invited you nowhere. Nobody did nothing with you. Your reputation is smeared. So once you know, I'm not here to fit in because I can't fit in, but I don't want to fit in either anyway. So even when you with a narcissist individual, even when you with a narcissist, working for a narcissist, or got narcissistic parents, guess what? You still alone. You ain't gonna have no choice but to isolate yourself. That's one of the best things. Look, let me tell you something. When a narcissistic individual leave the house, when they don't show up to work, when you know the toxic co-workers ain't at work, when you know your narcissistic parents ain't at home, when you know your narcissistic spouse or partner not there, guess what? You can experience the ultimate peace. Facts. That's when you realize and you dealing with someone toxic. Once you know for a fact, man, I'm glad they here. And once you start saying, well, I'm invited, I don't want to go with you. I'd rather be at home by myself. But that's a shame though. That's how you know you emotionally and mentally and psychologically screwed up. Because guess what? If it was real, guess what? I'd be glad to have you here. I would hate for you to leave the house because I love you. And I got love for you. Yep. But see, when you dealing with a narcissist, your only break you gonna have is when they leave, period, point blank. And the only way they gonna, and guess what? When you with them, and if they take you somewhere, they ain't doing nothing but displaying their power that they got over you. They ain't doing nothing but finna make you look bad in front of company. They ain't doing nothing but trying to embarrass you and discredit you. Yeah. You know, you sitting up there with narcissistic parents and you getting abused behind the scenes. And once y'all go out, let me tell you something, they put the mask on. But see, I gotta watch you lie about who you are. You dating this narcissist and they causing you HELL at the house. But guess what? Once they get in public, they switch, they put the mask on. And see, this is where the psychological abuse happened because we looking at them fake. We can see the smile on your face. We see it's exciting you knowing that you got your enablers around you. They don't, some know who you is, some don't. And we can't speak about it because you done already smeared our name behind our back. And the people that's around you ain't gonna do nothing but enable you. That's when you know it's real because guess what? When you go places with them, look, you gotta watch them put on that facade. And boy, I can't stand it, bro. I can't stand it. That'll set me off. Because you can't, how can you be this person behind the scenes and you pretend so good and so well? And guess what? But see, birds of a feather flock together. So if you do that, and remember something, all narcissist dirty work is done behind the scenes. All of it is done behind the scenes. All of it is done behind the scenes. Yep. So like it really don't matter, because they're gonna deliberately move behind the scenes because they got an image to maintain. Remember something, it's a facade with them. But you the only one getting abused, but see, it's you. And plus everybody, if you got narcissistic siblings, you triangulated against. If you empathic, you triangulated against. So like, yeah, look, you ain't just fighting the devil, you got to fight his demons too. You got to fight his minions. Now I'm entering this this is my gym facility, but like they got a they make, look, I love a safe environment. So like when I get up in here, and it ain't just a gym, it's just a basketball center. It's like we got everything up over here, the pool. But like, yeah, look, they can't have you knowing, yeah, you the only one that know. My bad, yeah, you the only one that know. Period, point blank. We gotta sit up here and watch these people put on a facade in front of us. That's how you gonna know you did. That's how you gonna know something is off. Period, point blank. But see, you gonna know something is wrong with you also, because you allowing yourself to be with this individual. You allowing yourself to work for these individuals. You allowing yourself to be in a relationship with a monster. They got two masks. Period, point blank. But let me tell you something. Their true colors is evil. The mask that they put on, they present themselves as light. Who they saying like? The devil. Master of deception. They little demon juniors, little demon juniors. They ain't number little demon juniors. Yeah, they ain't number little demons. Little demons in training. Hey, what's up, bro? Hey, I'm on the phone right now. Yeah. All right, bet. Bro, I ain't gonna lie, I love people, but at the end of the day, when I'm dropping hits, you can't be here. You dropping these hits, you can't be here, bro. You cannot be here. You cannot be here. I gotta be in my element. I gotta be in my frequency. I gotta be in that creative space. I can't be talking to nobody, man. I can't be talking to nobody. But look, they didn't think, but screw all that. Remember something. Once you walk up out that door, once you lead them, it's gonna lead them in rage. They gonna be furious. They didn't think you could do it. They for sure had it in their mind that we trapped you forever. Period, point blank. But see, God didn't have it. God didn't. Look, God is the moves in mysterious ways. See, he allowed the devil to think he winning, and then boom, we come. That's when God come back and just pull you up out the situation and restore your life unexpectedly. But yeah, boy, them people mad. Oh, you mad? Let me tell you something. It ain't that they know the truth. It ain't that they know. It ain't. Look, they don't care about you knowing who they are. Once you figure out who they are, let me tell you something. They gonna act accordingly. You gonna have to go up against them. But see, when you still going up against them, remember something. Watch that love bombing, because guess what? That's an attempt to keep you there. That gaslighting, that's an attempt to psychologically get you to feel bad about yourself, so that you can think that guess what? This how good they is. That gaslighting so powerful, you will be manipulated into thinking, well, I'm wrong for calling them out. I might be the problem. I probably am crazy. You're not the problem. You're not crazy. Guess what? You realize in reality for what it is. You able to see the truth. And we pure-hearted. We love them. We trust them. Period, point blank. We got, yeah, but see, at the end of the day, they weren't doing nothing but take advantage of our love and our loyalty that we had. We got the love and the loyalty. We got the righteousness. We got the pure hearts. They don't. We can't make them love us, period, point blank, because if they did, they would have did it. And love is a feeling. You gonna know somebody love you, period, point blank. And you gonna know when somebody hates you also. But see, one thing about hateful individuals, they disguise, they put on a facade as if they love you because they got hatred lives in their heart. But see, like I say, it's about image with these individuals. They upset because look, once they mad because you gone. Because they never thought you can do it, period, point blank. They didn't know that you were strong enough to overcome them because they for sure had the entitlement. We got them. They ain't gonna never leave. I trapped this mother. I got them right where I want them. And they ain't gonna never leave because I'm their source. I run you. You sold your soul to me now. Your soul belongs to me now. You don't even worship God, you worship me. Come on, let's go to church. Let's go to church. I don't want to go. No, we finna go to church because that's how we gonna get back to God. But you the devil though. Why you going to church and you the devil? You just like you ain't doing nothing. Narcissist, they don't do nothing but my God. Period, point blank. And I got to go to church with you and everybody kiki and ha smiling in your face and you thank you Lord, yes, and you praying. We all got our heads bowed like this. And I'm in my narcissistic mother praying like yes, and I'm like this. You a goddamn lie. You know you a bold-faced lie. You a okay. Yeah, that's what it is though, bro. For real, that's the truth though. I mean, me and God, even God, like Robert, don't sweat it. I know they ain't doing nothing. They just got their eyes closed. Cause look, I don't hear them, nor do I see them, cause they ain't of me. So whoever they praying to the devil, because they definitely ain't praying for me. I mean, to me. Yeah. Where we at right now? We at 36. Where we at? Yeah, man. Y'all know how we get down. Period, point blank. But see, it was about codependency. Once you was being designed to set up. Now, when I say narcissists, I'm talking about everywhere. They all move the same. It's about codependency. Once they realize that because look, you taking a risk by leaving them. Period, point blank. You already know it's sacrifices that you got to make because they finna come at you once they realize that you actually gonna go. But see, once you actually walk up out that door, once they see you gone, let me tell you something. Once you leave them, it enrages them, it infuriates them. They never thought that they'll see you leave because they know that's the end of them. We have no source. We don't got no light anymore. We don't have no resource. We don't have nobody. Look, we can get another victim, but see, the victim that we wanted was the victim that I wanted was a being of the light. So guess what? It'll never, something like, we was the gift that kept on giving. So at the end of the day, they can get somebody else, but see, it'll never be nobody like us because we possess light. And we was a host to them. So when you leave, they mad to this day, period, point blank. They mad to this day. Yeah, they mad to this day. That's why they still talk about you. That's why they lie about you. Look, why you still don't think these people ain't gonna stop? Let me tell you something. They gonna continue to lie and smear your name and tell everybody that what you did. But see, let me tell you something. They gonna try to manipulate you into thinking that you crazy because you reacting to the abuse. You figuring out who they really are. Facts. That's what they gonna do. They gonna smear your name to the day you die because guess what? They don't change as time goes on. They become even more evil because that's what's up in their heart. Yep. People like, yeah, and I'm talking about this for the people that left, man. If you left, you gonna leave, you defeated them, but guess what? It's gonna hate, boy, they mad at you. They infuriated at you, boy. They so mad at you. I know if you in no contact with your parents, they can't stand it. Period, point blank. And they gonna take it out. They gonna take it out on your siblings because they don't have no one, and that possibly your siblings could strike a chord, and they could realize, okay, you know what? The black sheep was right all along. It'll be too late then. Yeah, it'll be too late then because if you already triangulated against me, if you on their side, it's and you. Even if you decide to, okay, Robert, I turn my life. Even if you my sibling, you be like, Robert, I realize what you were saying. It's too late. We don't have no relationship. Because guess what? You didn't endure the suffering that I endured. Just go on, live your life. I do love you. I'm going to love you from a distance, though. I'm a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. You had me. You was around me. You took me for granted. You will not get me back. I will not be in your life anymore. That's your punishment for being a follower. That's your punishment for walking with the devil. You ain't gonna get God twice. You're gonna only get him once. Yup. I'm gonna end it right there. Stay blessed.